So, getting back into things, we were discussing the whole ban on diesel and gas across the pond. That kind of hits a little bit closer to home for Fluker over here, but
What? Huh?
by degrees only.
I mean, I take public transportation here to work once in a while, and it's
not bad if you plan. You have to think what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, they've expanded the buses. There's a new,
Subways and whatnot.
express bus that gets on the freeway and stuff like that. So it's not bad.
Well, the whole reason for the bikes is they have that thing called the last mile, which is getting from wherever the bus or the train stops to your destination.
Your actual destination.
And that's why they have
People are
like
too
that,
lazy
they
to
have that
walk.
little scooter thingy that you see people walking around, the one with the battery power thing.
Oh.
I forget, it's the Move Me or whatever. It's like $2,000 for that thing.
The Move Me.
Yeah,
This is
I've
little
seen
tiny
that thing.
scooter bicycle
You mean
type thing.
not
It's
the
like a
you're not
little-
talking about Segways?
No,
Okay,
no.
all right.
It's not
Although
really
they've
like,
come out with one that's you just stand on. That's not the full blown deal. They have one that's
Yeah,
just
wasn't that
one
called a
wheel.
hoverboard? Weren't those things catching fire?
They have those too. Those and because there's this guy that actually near where I work, and he has one. And he scoots. I've seen them. They're popping up. They actually have. I think they're designed and built out of Pasadena. So
Interesting.
it's a local company.
All
I
right.
think I remember seeing a showroom on Del Mar.
Well, if you want to talk to us about any of those things, you can call us and join us on that. We're moving on to this next
Wait,
topic
so
here.
do you think that's going to start happening in America?
Oh, well, they're trying to do it in California already. Come on. They've got the electric vehicle mandate and all this
Why are
other
we
stuff.
talking
and-
like it doesn't already exist? The only place that's not a thing is the West Coast. It's like the thing in San Francisco, which is the oldest city in California. So they have large public transportation because the cities are built tighter, and it's just a pain in the butt to move around in a car. In L.A., nobody walks in L.A.
I mean,
You will pry the steering wheel out of my cold, dead hands. That's what I have to say about
But I mean,
that.
you could get an electric car, but I mean, is electricity that much cleaner than
Nope.
gas?
Nope.
It's still got to come from a power plant
Well,
somewhere.
not necessarily.
And then you
Necessarily,
also
if you
have to
get-
dispose of the batteries with a hazmat
If we
uniform
got,
on.
Yeah, if we got to the point where we were super efficient with our solar power,
Never going to happen.
why do you say that?
Because it's something people can charge
What,
enough money
didn't
for.
Elon Musk come up with those solar panels for your house?
Man, all of the
just-
technology for
they're just
solar
like
has existed for
house-
like 3 decades now.
House shingles?
Yes, but it's become more efficient, so it's generating more electricity out of the
They've
same
had
square
efficient
foot.
ones. It's not a matter of efficiency. It's not a matter of the technology not being available. It's a matter of people not being willing to foot the money in order to make a large enough manufacturing base in order to make it affordable for people. Because that means you have to kill the industry they're already making all this money off of. Petroleum is not going to let that happen quickly.
But there are people constantly calling me saying they could save me hundreds of thousands of dollars on my electricity bill.
Oh, I thought you were going to say on your auto insurance.
And that too. If I switch to solar. Everybody's trying to get me to switch to solar at my house.
Yeah, it's kind of like the time you get the little postcard. I always get them from the local service provider for the internet. Like, hey, bump up to our new super fast hyper service. And you call them like, oh, yeah, we don't service your place. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that.
Anyway, that was a downer.
Yeah, thanks for that. So, speaking of downers, this was an interesting statistic that
You have
that
the
came
craziest segues, man.
This-
What is that? It's like, yeah, I just stepped on a dead antelope. Speaking of dead antelopes, cars are doing great. What?
What?
That's what you sound like.